Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
Good Friday afternoon, and thanks for joining us. The Republican candidates for president participated in their first debate since Super Tuesday, and it was quite lively. CBS News correspondent Weijia Zhang has the report from Detroit.
On these elections,
Senators Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio paid little attention to each other and lobbed insults at Donald Trump during Thursday's Fox News Channel debate.
Donald has a tenuous relationship with the truth.
Anyone who's ever deserved to be attacked that way, it's been Donald Trump.
Trump fired back.
The real con artist is Senator Marco Rubio. You're the liar. You're the lying guy up here.
Things went from personal to vulgar.
And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem.
Kasich, by all traditional senses, had a good night, but as we know, this is an untraditional year.
Here in Detroit, Rubio, Cruz, and Kasich all said they would support Trump if he wins the Republican nomination.
Frankly, if I win Ohio, we're probably going to end up in a convention, a brokered convention.
Trump also said he will support the GOP nominee if another candidate gets the nod. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Detroit.
Trump already has more than a quarter of the delegates needed to secure the party's nomination. There are 3 caucuses and 1 primary for the GOP on Saturday. The 3 North Dakota GOP candidates for governor squared off last night in their first debate before the upcoming Republican convention. Attorney General Wayne Stenehjem highlighted his experience as a legislator and attorney general, including his time spent helping to regulate the oil industry. Entrepreneur Doug Burgum says he's running as a political outsider, and State Representative Rick Becker touted himself as the most conservative.
We're spending the taxpayers' dollars, growing bloated state government, and that would have needed to change. My budget to start with would have been much smaller.
I'm running because we need to break up the good old boy network in Bismarck. Career politicians have gotten too cozy with every special interest looking for a handout, and they've handed us, the taxpayer, the bill.
We want to be strict, but we do not want to be vindictive. We don't need to be vindictive. We just want to correct improper behavior.
Tonight on Valley News Live at 5, a closer look at what some are calling a heroin epidemic across our region. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson is in Cass Lake, Minnesota, where one of the largest opiate treatment centers in the country is now operating.
A fix of heroin will cost you about $10. It's cheaper than a quart of booze or case of beer.
If you wanted to now, would it be hard for you to go find some heroin in town?
No.
How long would it take you?
Probably about 15, 20 minutes.
I'm Neil Carlson. Tonight on Valley News Live, a closer look at the heroin problem and what some are calling an epidemic.
It's a story you'll only see here on Valley News Live tonight at 5. Rumors are swirling that today could be the coldest day in the upcoming week. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert, please tell us, could this be true?
Yeah, it looks like it will be among the colder times. We'll see some much warmer air making its way on into the region. Already seeing some hints of that in our southwestern counties, but across northern Minnesota, still rather cold up there. 21 in Roseau, 22 in Bemidji, 36 here in Fargo. But look at Oaks, 45 degrees with some westerly breezes there, and those winds will be shifting to the west and northwest as we head through the day today. And that will bring in some gusty winds, but also some warmer air. Winds gusting to 37 miles per hour in Jamestown. Winds out of the south along and east of the Red River, but beginning to shift out towards the west. Wind chills, cold up in northern Minnesota, where we've got the coldest temperatures. 9 in Roseau, 11 in Bemidji, 22 in Detroit Lakes. Despite temperatures being in the mid-30s here in Fargo, wind chill into the upper 20s. Did have a few peaks of sunshine here in Fargo a little while ago, but some more lower clouds making their way back in. And underneath those clouds, still seeing a little bit of snow exiting our northern Minnesota counties, but another band will slide southeast out of Canada and affect the northern Minnesota area later on today. Could see a few additional rain and snow showers developing over parts of the region as we head through this afternoon. Today, some low 40s. Tomorrow, some low 40s, and then the warm up. How warm do we get? We'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. North Fargo laundromat owner got quite the surprise when he took a look at his surveillance video. Yesterday morning, a man came into the 24-hour laundromat, jumped behind the counter, as you can see here, stole a set of keys and $3. The keys allowed the laundromat's owner to empty the washing machines of its quarters. The owner ended up getting his keys back from an anonymous tipster, but now he needs help finding this guy. Take a look. You can take another look on the burglar at The Burglar on Valley News Live page on our Facebook page. But be sure to contact Fargo Police if you have any information on this case. It's Friday, time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 19-year-old Luella Jane Maria Martin is wanted for felony theft of property. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Martin. 2 people are now dead after a raging apartment fire in Rochester, Minnesota. The 2 victims were found in the basement of a building and rushed to St. Mary's. But Deputy Fire Chief Steve Balow says they didn't make it. Fire crews got the call around 5:45 last night that a 4-unit apartment complex was on fire. A neighbor says she saw the complex billowing with smoke and flames from across the street.
We happened to look out the door and we saw flames shooting out the upper level windows or the balcony. We couldn't tell what it was. We just saw the flames and they were really going high, so we knew the upper level was probably engulfed and the smoke was really black.
Several people had to be rescued from balconies with ladders.
There were several residents on balconies that were threatened by the heavy smoke and the flames that were coming from the apartment building. Firefighters put ladders to the balconies to save the people who are on the balconies, and at the same time responding to reports of occupants still inside the building.
No word yet on the amount of damage. The fire marshal is now investigating. The Animal Humane Society is nursing dozens of dogs back to health following a statewide investigation in Minnesota. At least 95 dogs were rescued last month after someone reported the animals were living in filthy conditions at a home in Stacy, Minnesota last August. After investigators tried to gain access into the home, the couple who owned the dogs relocated to another city. The couple finally surrendered the dogs to investigators in February, which were taken to the Animal Humane Society, where they're being treated. Some of the dogs have already been adopted, while the others will be put up for adoption once they're well and ready. And remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed all day. There are countless apps aimed at helping you live a healthier life, but one isn't quite doing its job. But next, we have weather to plan your day.